Well, this is it, people. Video number 500. 500 videos. I can't believe I've done 500 videos on YouTube. I am nuts. In fact, you lot are nuts for actually subscribing and watching my videos. But I'm more nuts for actually making them in the first place. So really, it's all on me. But no, seriously, thank you all. So for this video, I am going to be answering a myriad of questions that have been fired to me by you good people. And I say you good people, but it's mainly by all the comic book fans. There's always the geeks. Always the geeks. But never mind. Right. It's a 10-minute window, so forgive what I've just said in the first sort of however many minutes I've already spoken for now. So 10 minutes to get these questions out there and answer them. A lot of questions. I'm not going to say who the questions are from, but if I've answered your question, you'll know it's from you. Let's have a look. Who have we got here? Someone asking, when am I going to get some tattoos? Well, I've got a lot of tattoos already. Okay. There's that one there. I'm not sure. Let me just have a look. So there's that one there, and it says Son of Krypton at the bottom. It's got a lovely little design of Christopher Reeve at the top. Okay. Got this one along here. Alright, it's got my name and date of birth. Okay, another one on this arm, which is my son's name and date of birth. Okay, I've got this one up here, which is my star sign, which is Gemini, and although you can't see it properly, it has sort of faded. There's another one up here as well, and it actually reads out CK6 1938, and it has got the Superman logo just above it, as you can see, slightly faded. So I will get that touched up. My next tattoo is going to go on my back, and it's pretty much, well, it looks like this, and it was designed by my friend Stephen Howard, who I can't stress enough how awesome this guy is. Okay, great artist. That's what's going on my back, so I can't wait to get that done. I'm probably going to book it either end of this month or sometime in March. But when it's done, you'll know about it. It's going to hurt. But I can't wait. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Let's have a look. Someone asked what is the specs of my current gaming PC and if I'm going to be upgrading anytime soon. Well, I'm hoping to upgrade sometime this year. If not, it'll probably be next year anyway. But at the moment, it's got a quad-core processor, a dual-core graphics card, 24-inch monitor. It's not too bad. It's all right. It cost about 1,500 quid to put together anyway. At the time, that was what, 3 years ago. So yeah, not too bad. It's done quite well for the past 3 years, so I'm quite pleased with it. Nothing fancy, but it does the job well enough. Let's have a look. Favorite video game of all time. I don't actually have a favourite video game of all time, but one video game that I can't stop playing at the moment is obviously DC Universe Online, so that's what I'm going to say on that one. Let's see. What was the first Superman comic graphic novel you read? Well, believe it or not, it was The Death of Superman, way back in the early 90s. That was the first graphic. In fact, that was the comic book that actually got me into comics to begin with. Okay, so yes. The Death of Superman was where I started. That was it. What was going through my mind when I watched Superman the movie for the first time? Well, interestingly enough, I didn't actually watch Superman the movie fully until 2 years ago, when it was showcased at the Tyneside Cinema here in Newcastle. But I remember watching bits of it when I was younger, about 6 or 7, on TV. And in fact, I actually caught a glimpse of it on a video that my parents had recorded. Unfortunately for me, it was wiped just after Jor-El was talking at the very beginning of the film. So I got the intro, the music, got to the planet Krypton, and it's the point of where Jor-El, starts his speech. This is no fantasy, no product of wild imagination, no, my good friends. And it just stops there. And I'm like, no! So, but thankfully, as I said, I got to watch it in its original format at the Tyneside Cinema 2 years ago. Best birthday present ever. So yes, and I even shed a little tear as well during watching it as well. I have done a review, so have a look at the review, and you'll see further into it what I actually thought of it as I watched it. So yeah, let's see. Right, this is interesting here. Who do you think was the better on-screen Magneto, Ian McKellen or Michael Fassbender? To be perfectly honest, you can't really compare them both because they're playing the same character at different ages. You know, Michael played him as a younger Magneto and Ian played him as an older Magneto, so can't really compare. You know, if you were saying compare Ian McKellen to someone else who played Magneto at the same age, then yeah, but not someone who played him younger. It's like asking me to compare Christopher Reeve to Jeff East, who both played Clark Kent at different ages of his life in Superman movie. You can't, it's not possible. If I ever met Jeff Johns at a comic book convention, how would I react? Well, I've met Tim Sale and I've met Doug Braithwaite and I've also met Gail Simone. How do you think I would react? I've met those three people, they're awesome, and I will probably behave and react in the same manner, just ask them to sign my comic books, get a picture taken, and then just move on swiftly. Yeah, I'm not that much of a celebrity horde type of person, you know, so I'll get them to, you know, if they're able to autograph the comics, fantastic. If not, no harm done. If I get a picture taken, even better. Favourite Superman villain? Come back to you on that one. In fact, ask me that another time. Favourite season of Smallville? Season 9. It's that simple. There's no ifs and buts about it. Season 9 was my best ever season for Smallville, as far as I'm concerned. It had everything. Kandorians, friggin' Clark coming back from the future. It was just everything mixed together. Checkmate. Friggin', you know, Martha Kent came back as well. It was just superb. Okay, so yeah, I loved season 9. It was brilliant. So loved it. Brilliant. Thank you. When am I going to do a review of the unaired Wonder Woman pilot? When I've actually watched it. I haven't watched it. I still haven't found where to watch it. So when I do eventually watch it, you'll know. You'll see a review. Am I ever going to come to the US? I plan to. I really want to come to America. I'm planning to come to San Diego Comic Con for this year. And next year, I want to hit Metropolis, Illinois for the Superman celebration in time for the release of Man of Steel. So those are 2 plans in place, people. We'll see if we can do it. Let's see, what else have we got here? Most epic moments I've seen in books, TV or film. Comic book moments. Comic moments. There's only one really. Christopher Reeve as Superman flying out of the fortress after his 12 years of training with Jor-El. It's just that simple. The music, him flying out, just the feel and the emotion, and you can feel the power that he's got as he's flying out, coming towards the camera and then swiftly moving off. It's just epic. It really is epic as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What do I think about the new Green Arrow TV series that's coming out? Well, the pilot that CW are planning. Right, I know I haven't spoken a lot about it, but I'm not going to say much about it now, but there will be a video for me to do on that. Ideally, I'm actually waiting until the pilot itself airs, so when I watch the pilot, then I'll talk more about it. But so far, things are coming together quite well, so we'll see how it goes. Let's see, what have we got here? What films do you think should have got a sequel that didn't, and what film got a sequel that should have? Well, there's a lot of films that have been made that I think should not have gotten a sequel. And there's a lot of films that have been done that I think should have gotten a sequel. Which ones? It's really hard to tell. There's too many to name, so I can't really list that, unfortunately. Superman versus the Hulk. Just read DC versus Marvel. That's all you're going to have to do. Read DC versus Marvel and you'll see. Superman or Action Comics, not from the New 52, would I recommend. If you want to read any Superman comics before they did the relaunch, Superman Secret Origin, All-Star Superman, Absolute Justice, Absolute Kingdom Come, or Kingdom Come anyway. You've also got Superman Brainiac. There's also Superman, The Reign of Doomsday, The Return of Doomsday. All of those. Death and Return of Superman, obviously, as well. So Try and put that together, and you'll get a good idea about Superman and what they've done with him so far up until the relaunch. I haven't spoken. Someone says that I talk about my job a bit, although they've always wondered what my job was. Didn't realise I'd spoken about my job per se, but I work in IT. I'm an IT professional, so yeah, I fix computers for people at work. That's pretty much what I do. Nothing interesting. Right, and one more question. Where do I think DC is heading for their first big crossover for the new 52 line of comics? Well, already, if you watch my review of the first 6 issues of Batman, there's a Court of the Owls crossover that's coming soon, in about the next sort of 6 issues onwards. So that's one major crossover already coming up. They have done other crossovers with other comics, like Superboy and Teen Titans have been crossed over 2 issues. So again, check those out. Superboy, Supergirl and Superman have all sort of crossed over in some sense as well. They've all met each other in different issues. So crossovers are there, but the main one is with Batman, Nightwing, and obviously this Court of Owls massive event that is coming soon. So that's one big event anyway. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can fit in, guys. So thank you very much for your questions, and thanks to everyone who has been watching, and thanks to everyone that has subscribed. Blooming heck. 500 videos. All I can say is here's to the next 500. Oh dearie me, 500 videos. Right, I'm nuts. I'm going to do some gaming now, because yeah, I need some Coke. That's all. I need some Coke. Too much, man. Too much. Anyway, gang, it has been a pleasure. Thank you all very much, and have a lovely weekend, and I shall see you all soon. Goodbye.